Hey guys, it is Brido here, and welcome to episode 47 of our Liverpool Career Mode series. In today's episode, we got 3 games for you. One from the Community Shield, one from the start of the season, and then the other being the first leg of our Champions League qualification. So, 3 really important games actually from completely different perspectives, and we're going to start off with our game at Wembley against Spurs. Spurs won the league last season, we won the FA Cup, so we get to have a showdown at the beginning of the season, which is a nice little start in a way because we actually get to see how the team's going to work together. We had a pretty good preseason overall, but this is the first real game that we're getting into here. And I didn't go with a completely decked out lineup, but you can see that we have a couple players in there that are maybe you could say our second string guys, but I really wanted to kind of play around with the formation in finding players that I like in certain spots, because we don't really have a lot of wingers right now. We do have Zaha and we do have Sterling. They can play in those roles, but Afellay is the only actual winger that we do have, and what I mean by winger is like a left mid or right mid guy. And this is kind of an opportunity. These first couple games I was really just playing around with who to have in those positions to see how they can make an impact in the games coming up. Now, in this game here, it was a pretty intense start for us as we were pretty much getting hammered pretty hard by Spurs. They're getting a lot of good chances. We had one really nice one here from Danny Pacheco, and I thought that was going in, but Lloris just able to get a hand on that one. Off the corner though, not able to make much of it either. And they get the clear on here, and unfortunately they get a nice through ball here to Adebayor, and he puts that one away in the 28th minute. So it is now 1-0 for Spurs early on in this game, and things go pretty much from bad to worse as we take down Lennon there right outside the box. I was thinking, is this going to be a red? Is this going to be a red? And yes, it was. Daniel Agger getting the red card there. That is actually our first red, I believe, for Liverpool this whole series. So it took 47 episodes. But I finally break the duck, and not the best place to do it at the start of the season, and he's going to have a one-match ban for that. But you know what? We're still in the game. We have 10 men. We're only down a goal. Let's see what we can do going into the second half here. And they get one more chance right at the end of this one here, but we were able to get it off from Townsend, and the half ends at that point. And you can see from the stats here that they were doing a pretty good job of keeping us intact. We got a couple shots on, they got a couple more, and they obviously got the goal that mattered. But we come out in the second half, and I really tried to play a little bit more of a possession game here, and it starts to actually work out for us. We're able to get a couple opportunities worked off plays like this as we get the give and go, as Pacheco gets the second chance, the second big chance of the game for us, and that's another save by Lloris. And off the corner, still working on getting the corners to a better type of actual play, but you know what, we're actually able to work something off here. Steven Gerrard gets the ball taken away, but he's actually able to pick it up again. He was a sub, he came on and he scores right there. Nice to see him make an impact in the first game, or not the first game of the season, but the first game that we're actually playing that means something. And even though his stats have gone down, it's usually just the acceleration and all that stuff, so he's still going to have an impact as a player that we can bring in for half a game, start the game, come off at 60-minute mark, or even if we want to have him on the whole time. But in the 83rd minute, we get a nice little back pass there from Cavani to Afellay. He gets his first goal as a red. A great first goal to score, and that gives us an opportunity to actually win this game down a man, which I was pretty excited at the prospect of. We won the FA Cup last year, but winning another trophy, hey, I will definitely take it if we can. We actually get one more opportunity here after the long kick from Leno. Pacheco nearly puts that one wide, and he was really the one creating a lot of opportunities. We haven't really given him a chance the past couple seasons, but he in the preseason has done a really good job, and I'm excited to see what he can do, and he's going to be a very good player to bring in when Suarez needs a break. But here you can see, guys, we win the Community Shield. Not that major of a trophy, but still, it's nice to have something like that to start off the season. It's a good point to start off from, and yeah, here's some highlights of the ceremony, the same ceremony each time if you win something. And the funny part about this is that the Community Shield is standing up right there like it's a normal trophy. I don't know if it's actually able to do that in real life, but that looked pretty funny when I was watching the video, and I had a good chuckle at that. But we'll move on from here to our next game, which will be Sunderland away. And yeah, this will start up the actual season for us, and then we were playing against Ghent in the Champions League groups, or not the group stage, but the qualification. We got a 2-leg set against them. As we're moving into that game, though, I wanted to quickly touch on 2 things I've talked about in past episodes. The first one being the live stream thing. It seems like there's a pretty good response to doing that, so I'm going to shoot for that to come out next weekend, maybe the weekend after that. By episode 48, I will know for sure, and I'll probably have a better idea of where I'm going to be posting it to, as I'm still unsure if I'll be able to do a YouTube live stream for it or it will be on Twitch. But again, I will reiterate the fact that it will be archived and it'll be up on the channel, and again, it'll be a 5-hour show, so pretty much I'm just going to be playing non-stop, try and get as much done in that time, and also wherever it'll be, I'll be taking questions there too, getting you guys, you know, if you guys want to see something, I'll show it to you in those, you know, long hours, and you can pop in at the beginning, you can pop in the end, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you check it out, that'd be really cool. And again, as I said, you're not there, it'll be up archived, so you don't have to miss a thing. And besides from that, the other thing as well was the fact that my episode upload rate will be pretty much 2 days. Every 2 days I'll be posting, and if I don't, just be aware that I am in the process of doing it. It's not that I'm forgetting or anything like that. Sometimes, you know, you can lose gameplay if you had footage issues or one thing or another. Right now, with the BioShock Infinite stuff, that actually doesn't really affect me at all because I've actually finished the game at this point. I'm just uploading. I've already recorded my voice over it, so it's pretty much just me posting it now. So if you see me posting a lot of that stuff, it isn't actually hindering me from doing Liverpool stuff, as all that's really stopping me is the fact that I can only post one video at a time to upload to YouTube. I have a pretty good connection to the internet, but the problem is still, you know, these HD videos that are 3 or 4 gigabytes take quite a bit of time to usually upload, so I get them out and I try and get them out at a clip. That's why I'm just constantly trying to post that up right now so I can get the series up and done with. But with the Liverpool stuff, as I said, every 2 days will be pretty much the kind of go-to for the series going ahead. Sometimes it'll be 3. That really just depends if I have more work at a certain time of the week, and that maybe hinders me from getting it up. But besides from that, it usually should be every 2. Sometimes in this case, it'll be a 3rd day for it to come up. But with that said, I wanted to also ask you guys as well, I want to post more FIFA content than I am right now. I don't want it to just be Liverpool all the time. And what I mean by that is I want to have the Liverpool series going at quite a quick clip, but I also want to keep you guys entertained with other FIFA content, because really, right now my channel is only doing that for FIFA content, and I've kind of said the same thing in my last NHL videos. I'm looking to expand the content, do some interesting stuff with it, and for you guys that love FIFA, I want to do something else that interests you. So I'm throwing the question to you guys here, what do you want to see in the future from me for FIFA content? The only thing though that I will say is I will not be doing more Carlisle, and the reason for that is it's very similar to my Liverpool series. I know it is a lower league team, but the thing is, when I post those 2 videos and I'm posting them at quite a quick rate, it does kind of wear me out on doing GM mode, or if you want to call it career mode, and I'd like to do something else, something different. So if you'd like to see something that isn't a career mode that I can do maybe on a semi-regular basis, then I am all ears and I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. I'll take what you guys have to say in this episode in the comments below, and I'll come back to it in episode 48. We'll talk a little bit about what you guys are interested in and the validity of me actually doing it, because there'll be some stuff that I know you guys are going to ask me to do, and I'll be like, that's going to take a lot of time. And you know, that one of the things about posting stuff on YouTube is I want to have quality content, right? I want to have content that you guys are interested in watching, but I also want to have content that is coming out on a regular basis. Sometimes you see YouTube channels that can only do maybe 1 video every couple of weeks, and those videos are absolutely amazing, but they do a lot of editing, a lot of hard work goes into those videos, and my kind of stance on that is that I'm going to be doing some interesting stuff that takes more work. Like when I do a spoiler cast on this channel, that's a lot of work for me because we already get the guys in, get the girls in to talk about a game in particular, but then after the fact I gotta do all this editing and add in the video. When I post that up, I get this big gratification from doing it, but it also takes a lot of time for me to do it too. So when it comes to you know, doing a FIFA series for you guys, I want to keep you guys interested and involved, and I also want to do something too that isn't going to be like you know, I'm doing my FIFA content every couple of days, but I also got this other weird series that takes like 2 weeks for me to open up another episode on it. So I want it to be something that I can drop into, do it, and you know, do some editing on it, make it look nice, but also not have to be, let's say, this long, like, hours and hours of clips that I have to combine together to make this, you know, video that maybe not all you guys are going to be extremely interested in, because it'll be kind of a back and forth process, and finding something that also intrigues you guys on the channel and is regarding FIFA. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below and we'll chat a little bit about it in the next episode and hopefully figure something out that'll be cool for you guys to watch. And with that said, you can see that we had a draw there against Sunderland. It was actually a challenging game overall because we didn't hold a lot of the possession, and this might be one of the issues with the midfield, is the midfield not being as strong can lead to lack of possession, or at least I've started to see that a little bit, and you're going to see this in the game against Ghent of all teams. But yeah, in the Sunderland game there, we're able to get that late goal, that very nice goal by Cavani. He comes in the last minute there, scores the goal to get us the draw at least. We get the point out of the first game. And although it's not the best result, it's still a result that we can take and say, hey, we got a point from it. But the big game that I was focusing on here was the game against Ghent, is we do not want to miss out on the Champions League. That is something that I am very excited to be a part of this season. But this game actually starts off with a lot of pressure from Ghent. And we did get a couple chances for ourselves in the first half, but really, they were, getting a lot of chances and controlling a lot of the possession. Like, I felt like I was playing, and I wasn't playing, but I felt like I was playing a team like Barcelona where they were just controlling the ball. I couldn't get the ball back from them, and they actually got some good opportunities in the first half there, which led to overall kind of a quiet first half. Both teams only got a couple chances each side, but in the end of it all, it was still 0-0, and that was where I wanted to be. I wanted to at least get maybe a couple goals from this game and, go home to Anfield and be confident in that game. But you can see we only got that one shot, and they only got a couple shots, but they controlled a lot of the possession. So going into the second half here, I said, we got to mix this up a little bit. I brought Allen in for Leyva, as I thought it was being a little bit sluggish on the ball in the middle of the field there. We needed someone with a little bit more of a presence, so we brought in Allen to see if he could get the job done. And we get a really good chance here in the 65th minute from Cavani. I tried to go on the short end there, tried to go for the shot closer to where the keeper was, and I wasn't able to squeeze it in, and felt like a lost chance there. But we were able to get one more chance at the end of the game here. Afellay just pretty much working around the players. I was trying to find the pass. I couldn't find the pass. I decided just to take the long shot, and he is able to somehow squeak it through several legs. I didn't believe this one was going to go in. It was pretty funny too, because in the Sunderland game, we had the same type of outcome come where we got that late goal that really meant a lot for us. And in this game, that's that away goal that we really want to see. So we're going to go home to Anfield. We got a 1-0 lead, which isn't necessarily what we exactly wanted, but still, hey, it's something, right? And we can use that going ahead into our next game and hopefully score a couple more, secure the spot, and move on to the Champions League. But with that said, though, guys, that is the end of the episode. I have for you the squad report to look at our team now going ahead into the next season. Not a lot of growth yet because it's still early on in the season, but this will give you guys an idea of what our team looks like going forward. And as I said, let me know what you think of potentially doing a new series on the channel that is FIFA oriented. Just let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see, and I'll get back to you guys in the comments and also in the next episode. Thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.